game. So we get treated to a full throw. Fortunately enough, we get to watch that here today.
Difficult spot on this position. If anybody gives him a look over on the window, especially if he commits, somebody might push in from connector, and that's indeed what happens. Adrian gets the kill, and it's all tied up with a minute to go.
Kind of felt like Diffuser was dead there.
When you could see him waiting, but the longer this goes on and the less Gunner moves, the more likely it is Kansan just walks forward, understandably thinking that it's clear, but he still checks the corner. Kansan not letting anything slip by him today as Adrian makes his push into the site. Ashen finally falling on the Aqua side. And so even though M80 might get some trades on the way out, Savage, who was damaged oh so long ago, now needs to win this off time or kills as Yokais have been spotted and shot. Now off with bearing 9. Adrian, again, good with it after that entry. Wildcard pick up the first on top floor. Trying to contest the vertical, make sure that Wildcard have to burn some time to clear them out. It's a 3-person roam right now with one player playing the link position back. As you can see, 2 of them dropping down Exo. Ashen again with an opening pick, though quickly traded. Wildcard good at minimizing these early advantages acquired. Cracker in pocket as well. Not as much nades necessarily to root out players on the site, but even still some smokes to cover angles. Ooh, and Savage, huge 1v1. Wildcard have done a great job at these late round engagements to push their way into the site. Adrian in particular 4-0 right now. Great on the cover too. Wildcard holding every angle they need and get every kill at the end of it as well. And made even good for these opening picks. But
Time he's gotten rid of Dokkaebi, and Dokkaebi has been a huge part in the push. Adrian though just going to throw caution to the wind and sends it straight in on this top floor. 2 kills back to back. Diffuser just getting caught flat-footed. He didn't have a clue what was going on.
And Adrian's not been putting a foot wrong throughout this game so far. Ready with that free fire, on for an ace. But winning a gunfight with the M10, 14 close to the corner. This will be a difficult one for Adrian to win. Flashbang goes out, watching the cover instead, letting his teammates handle, hollowing out the B site. Ashen now first into the fray and last out of the round. He'll like take Kansan on the way into the grave, but he's already got 1 foot in. It's just incumbent upon Wildcard to escort him there. They put it in the post. At least get the benefit of ego. Even 1 player going to take the vertical angles. Wildcard leaving no stone unturned. Ashen, if anybody came to play, it's him for the side of M80. 5-0 right now. Still at 25 seconds to go, but again, Wildcard have retaken these vertical angles. Candelas will blind him down below, force him off of the counter diffuse. That's Spiker's last Candela, but Adrian has got plenty of angles to work with. 4 kills.
Because everyone was kind of just looking the other way, right? He got the great opening pick.
And of course, after that, clearing out those Kivas, pushing your way into electrical and connector itself after that. C4 out. Great line by Gunner. 4-0 now.
Savage has sent his last one, but there is an engagement brewing downstairs. Gaveni got himself into a real unorthodox position here for the Azami, and Bane's just going to be watching onto him. Slammed though. Gaveni pops up out of nowhere, Jack in a Box style, and takes him down.
Yeah, Gaveni able to weather the storm, standing on side of Garage. Behind these Kibas as well, you can see this Zoto in these smokes, and especially Gaveni winning that mid-round fight. That might be the big difference maker for M80, able to retain this advantage, keep this position alive. Spiker down as well. Baby Shark with plenty of time to pick him back up, and got the positioning to do so as well. Though clearly concerned about some kind of swing or push from close. All of the denial has been used by M80. The Zotos, the smoke canisters have found their targets. Both remaining wildcard players tagged up, worse for wear. Savage losing the fight on the column, but again, this advantage acquired by Gaveni to make it a 4v3 has been traded down, and with such low time, there's barely anything for Spiker to do. Gaveni pushing in, even wins the fight with the Deagle. Big round from Gaveni instead of...
Just keep M80 believing that it isn't a direct, because if M80 get a sniff of it, they will rotate back.
You can tell Baby Shark as well, I was about to say, trying his best to stay hidden as long as he can, cut off the roamers as they fall back. The trades this game have been really good from both teams. Generally within 5 to 10 seconds, Baby Shark down for the count. He's able to take one on the way out. Kansan now creeping down below. He's going to make a hell of a lot of noise as he moves in. It is a full direct take, but the Solus, while they know she's up above, you can see the solution trying to creep around upstairs. Kansan felled by Ashen. As Wildcard's plan to bait out the plant, force the Solus to move. Hasn't worked so far, but finally Ashen reveals himself. But M80 have done such a good job getting these kills. The diffuser stuck down beneath the diffuser. We've got one outside reach, one upstairs. Bay now chances it. Looks to push in. 1 player, bottom XO. This is a must-win fight for Bay. Oh, but the door closes at the perfect time. If that door was even a couple seconds slower, if we're one patch ago, Bay has to take that fight, but Wildcard adapting so quickly to the changes of Rainbow Six Siege. Safeguards Bay, moves us into the post. Now puts Gunner in a 1vx, spotted around the corner. Bay survives to get the final kill, and Wildcard take the...
Well, they've tried, you know, sort of just picking good guns and taking gunfights. That kind of works a little bit. That was the round that they were successful in. Now we're seeing a lot more traps be brought, but this time, Adrian tearing through again. Gaveni first to fall.
Really is Wildcard outplaying them right now, but somebody close around the corner and ace side. Kansan spots him up above. And Spiker also anticipating anybody looking into the single window. Instead, walks in through the breach, walks over it briefly. Gunner below, can he spot him? Can he get the angle? But Spiker falls off. He sees him, but there's only so much you can do. Sprays that whole Scorpion mag into the floor. And you've got no C4, you've got no explosives. Spiker's just gonna rotate to the other side, and Baby Shark will take him down with the canister.
More gunfights obviously didn't really help him that much there. Wildcard just, again, they meta and the C4 maxing, and you have to get rid of the wall.
It's just going to get open. But look at the time.
Well, look at the time, but here's the thing. Even if it doesn't, the desk mentioned saving those EMPs to stop the C4s, and if Spiker or Baby Shark rotate down below to use them, you can't really use those EMPs to stop them because, well, you have Zero. Ashen has also tried using his Firebolts to dislodge Bay from the rafters, also looking to do the same with the Blackbeard. Wins the fight on Adrian down below. So they have the advantage to affect this pinch onto Bay, but with the lack of that utility, again, Wildcard have a perfect opportunity to bleed M80 of even more time. Bay tries to cross, but Ashen not only catches him, catches the player behind. Gavini finishes off the kill, and despite the excellent utility juggling from Wildcard, M80 have just slaughtered.
They need to win their own individual engagements, and there's still 45 seconds to hold on. Blackbeard looking one way, but Diffuser will fall. C4 placed to the feet. A chance for Baby Shark maybe to retreat back, and Kansan can come in to assist as he knows this is where all the push is coming from.
Yeah, hitting the flank. Do they know this? Blackbeard ready for it, but he hits the pre-fire. Now Blackbeard trapped in the corner, trying to quickly push in, catching Gavini on the headshot, and Kansan hits the flick. 2v4 for Wildcard. Baby Shark call over by bottom house. I mean, he's free to swing that window. Think about taking that 1v1. Certainly it's off the Damos around the corner. See, Wildcard, despite losing, they've also not really adjusted much, but Gavini, oh, what a big double kill. Hopping in over by Garage. Finds both the Pulse and the Sentry roaming around, and now at this point, this is where things get tricky. Wildcard might have been able to work a 4v5, but now with Spiker on low HP, tracked by the Damos, Adrian looking to make a big play with the TCSG, blitz around the corner, hits the ADS, tags him up quite nicely, and that's a flawless for M80. Lost a lot of rounds between here and their previous victory.
Nothing going on up here. We can now start to work, but look at where Mr. 94 is right now.
Weapon himself sitting on Aqua, but a nade banked low at the bottom of the stairs. Savage able to ADS in time, cut his head clean off. Another very quick trade. As Wildcard mitigate that early. Looking to try and layer, play these vertical angles, like the desk mentioned, looking to layer, maybe even C4 max, try to land one through the vertical hole. Spiker down as he attempts the retake, but Adrian lurking inside a Garage. Whips up 3 with the secondary, and now Gavini's got to run, tail tucked between his legs, into the fray with simply no time at all. That is the way you win your...
Against DarkZero, where they were good for a 7-5 win, and continue to be dominant inside of playoffs. Usually there is...
Behind the cocktail mirror right now, and they pop the other one. Fuser might try to make his way along the bar pretty quickly. Oh, C4 shot through the floor. Good.
In my opinion. And that is not going to be possible. Instead, it's going to be a flank. 2 players now pushing up wide, and the shotgun just nails Diffuser.
Reloading.
A 2-man retake up white. You can see M80 rotate down into the site the moment that call goes out, realizing they need to go quick before the defense retakes the vert. They'll move into the post as Wildcard take the advantage away from M80. They haven't fully retaken it just yet. The only piece remaining is Cocktail. Ashen, recognizing his low HP, holding an off angle beneath one of the short bars. 2 players roaming around the corner, but Adrian spots it. They've got the advantage, but with players retreating outside, Wildcard have a bit of a, I was about to say a difficult retake, never mind. Adrian hops out the window, mows down Gunner with the shotgun, and Wildcard flatten M80 in the post.
Honestly, I'm flabbergasted. The kill that Adrian got onto...
This Miracade setup that we saw in the first round. Makes sense the lineup wouldn't change too much on a second floor defense. Oh, quick 1-for-1, Baby Shark! Almost lets that one get away from him, and he will lose his life in the process. Double jump out, only gets 1 kill, and both...
To stop players from just walking in. Players can crouch walk or silent walk in, and it can be very difficult to know exactly what's going on there.
He gets 1 pick at least, though it's a nice trade. Savage helping the 2-for-1 for M80, quickly swings into reading to get the advantage back. Another player on white stairs could quickly fall. Wildcard are just hitting their shots today. Spiker with a nice one, falling back downstairs, still has a C4. Can play vertical with the post, and Gunner with the IQ scanner, I mean, maybe spots it through the floor. Instead, wallbangs Kansan inside of mining. Now Spiker might be able to deny the plant, but with 35 seconds left, they can waste time. They force him off, and the C4 goes wide. Diffuser now with plenty of time to put this diffuser down, and now with M80 in the post, it's another 1vx for Wildcard. With no utility, but hopefully maybe a bit more information. It's unclear what black eye cameras are remaining. Gunner might well have spotted and shot every single one of them. Attacks retreated deeper into dining, trying to hold long angles, create some kind of crossfire, but also just avoid any possible fight. Spiker spotted on the drone. Diffuser gets the initial bite at the apple, puts Spiker down to 1. There's so little time remaining, and neither angle dealt with. Diffuser will finish. C4 lands at his feet. Savage, even pulling back in real life, just try and dodge the oncoming shrapnel. But to 1 HP, that's so nice for this swing. Adrian and Spiker can hold on well from Brown and VIP respectively. Diffuser blinded as well. Just unfortunate timing, really disrupted by that wildcard defense, playing these positions so well. We're really doing a 4-man swing on a diffuser right now. The tip of Baby Shark's left ear spotted, going for another pre-fire. Diffuser lands it. A nice double swing, though, as Kansan pieces up too. Started getting a little shaky there briefly on bottom white. Kansan puts a lid on it, and is now looking to put Gavini into the grave. Instead, Spiker, who swings out from Brown Bar and takes the lead back for what?
Grim and a Valkyrie.
Guard by how confident Wildcard are moving on Nighthaven and now on Cafe as well. Bomb drop from Cocktail. Arced perfectly out.
So they will have another piece of secondary utility that they can play. The point is more that they don't have multiple things. It might not matter in this round though, as Gaveni, he's going to push through and take Spiker down anyway. Ashen with the diffuser, but the site currently being occupied here by M80.
Gunner able to take down Adrian through the wall, still going for the off spot. Ashen not going into dining with the rest of the push, instead creeping in. Nice little find by Bay. Wildcard retain control of the vert, so they can force at least the striker off the plant for a brief period of time, but M80 seem to have the cutoff positions held. Quickly rappelling up to the top floor, Gunner finds a couple on the white rappel, and well now at that point, M80 able to quickly gather themselves and counter that oncoming retake from Wildcard, who looked like they were chomping at...
It's keeping them at bay a little bit. I do feel like M80 could be a little bit more aggressive. I do feel like they could try and take a little bit more of the fight. My feed's frozen, but I mean,
for the 5C4, because C4 tossed out Cocktail window, Ashen dodges it. Second C4 tossed out the same window. Gavini just whipping his way down red stairs. Adrian almost surprised by that presence. Just a quickly flick, demolishes him with the M10. Gunner thinking he might be better for it. Kansan gets the kill with the TCSG though. Big round for shotguns, big round for C4s as well. Gunner not really happy with this development. Has to throw it on his last booty drone, a little frustrated. Just like, all right, well, I'm getting the vert done. Only have the manpower to convert it though. Speaking of which, Gunner not gonna like this one. Somebody prone behind the very couch. He won a map at the Manchester Major off. Oh, and he flicks on Bay. He knows that spot better than the Storm, unfortunately. Wildcard again.
Bay below. Ooh, gonna send the C4 and go for it anyway. He takes Gunner down. Might have another on the reverse vert here. As Savage is upstairs swinging the caber. That's where Ashen's gonna be.
See two players retaking up red as Wildcard again vacating the site, betting on what they could accomplish in the 44-second post plant. Kansan with a nice frag, Savage down as well. Wildcard started off this half with a retake and seems like they might want to end it with a lead. Long angle, Gavini waiting for somebody to swing that new balcony. Finds him, takes him down. Diffuser and the Ace both trying to hold on to this top floor as tight as they can. Kansan with a brief tick, down by the AK-12. Gavini doing his best to try and fend off every defender they throw at him. Another 1v1 that he just wins on the pre-fire and maybe just stops this retake from Wildcard. Spiker now beyond the pale, falls off, and on the back of Gavini and Diffuser alone, M80 tie the half.
Open up a gap for them to be able to expose off. I need to see a little more from them.
Wildcard did. Remember, they had that 6-0 perfect half against DarkZero, so they're going to have
Need to burn all that much, though. Still need to. Flashbang caught and will blind the defender playing inside a cigar. That's just a beautiful clear from Wildcard the first half of the round. Utility.
Always a top spot. Spiker. Still with a couple of pieces of kit in the launcher, but not aware of the C4. Savage, he was forced out of there because of the Rotero drone, and he's made it into a positive. He's now got the chance to flank up White as well and maybe have an impact.
And maybe have an impact. Oh, Gavini with the double swing. Whips around the corner. Huge 1v1, huge 3K to finish things off as Wildcard begin to whittle down that.
Taking back. Not wanting to hold position on that top floor for too long as Wildcard have flushed them out.
Wildcard have flushed them out. They even tried to drop down below, but M80 clearly ready for it. 4 kills to, I think, 1, maybe 2 in that late. All off C4 from Savage, excuse me. So now drops the smoke inside of the site. Probably in a good position to use these doors, and an even worse position to find this late round information. Ashen with the final kill as M80
Swing, Savage, of course, can place some of those Toxic Babe canisters as well as the Capital utility comes in trying to displace Diffuser.
It lands perfectly, forced out of the position. Baby Shark ready with the cutoff. M80 winning some of these important mid-round fights, but as Wildcard are stacking up all their resources over by Bakery, Savage runs directly into the back. Blackbeard, who whips his head around, just saves himself briefly. Ashen finds a nice little line. It's in the 2v4, quickly 50% of Wildcard's lead erased. Baby Shark now creeping in. Fells Gunner as he rotates on the freezer side. Ashen with 1 Kiba remaining will get himself safely out of code check. Create a nice avenue of rotation. Kansan only on 1 HP. It's going to be a long angle and a difficult fight, especially if Ashen isn't looking. Coming out of the tack. Baby Shark.
Where each of those pieces of utility is getting used. We saw Diffuser, by the way.
Bit of a different style of take than they otherwise would have thought. Gavini down early as look at this quick movement from Wildcard. Adrian down onto Cocktail balcony. Bay in through freezer. And a shield joining in from Cocktail as well. Gunner just falling
further into like more of a site take as a whole, or whether it sort of is just about clearing this top floor. They've done such a fantastic job. Gunner getting caught off on the retreat there as well. Savage in action now to try and hold on, and this is where the Dokkaebi calls will start to come. Bay cameras. Lion scan now to route these defenders into position, and Savage likely playing with the shotgun because he's challenged onto the spirit with the pistol. Takes Baby Shark down. That's a very important 1 versus 1.
And that's the Dokkaebi called be the end of him. It's now Wildcard creeping in. Nice little pre-fire onto the post-plant position. Ashen ready for it as Wildcard don't vary things up and end up paying the price. 2v4 becomes 2v2 as everybody except Bay below 50%. Savage, even if he decides, could whip out this heartbeat scanner. Another call goes out, and now as Ashen falls, he needs to take the time. So give Wildcard a few key seconds either to rotate in to get that information, just to isolate his positions and try to keep him covered. Ashen was able to land a pre-fire, stave off the diffuser 1 time. Savage doesn't have the time to do it here. He needs to find a kill on the fall-off. Switches to the shotgun. That's right as Wildcard retreats. Sprinting outside. They're ready for it. Adrian, Batman, repel. 2 rounds in a row. No, never mind. Again, trying to move in. Spiker taking advantage of the pace. Solus not in the right position. Not down below. Not up above. Spiker's gotten the diffuser down. But Savage, double kill inside around 11. But it needs to be in the retake. M80 might have the lead, but Wildcard have put the pressure on them. This counter diffuse must come through even in a 3v5. Wildcard will take map and series point to move to the grand final. M80 trying to get their wits about them as Ashen the first attempt. Adrian with a big double kill over halfway, but Wildcard land it. 3v5 now into another 2v1 as Gavini, who has brought so many rounds back, trying to lock it down, and is instead shut out of round 11. On the better end of that. Looking for their 7th round right here. EMP out, Firebolts land. Baby Shark on the rappel, ready for the swing. M80, again, are layering. They're creating these protocols, and Wildcard are just thinking so far ahead. What else can the defense do?
Activating
Well, they've got to try and hold on, haven't they? 3 versus 5. This is where...
Gunner, when you're in a 3v5, you got to make plays like that. Oh, what a drone by Bay. You know that this is meant to be the thing that just swipes it into M80's column. Canton, he hit fires him! Hit by a Gershmon. He's not even paying attention. He barely even blinks or reacts. He just one-shots him in the head, and it's a flawless to send Wildcard into the...
Chance to hear from Baby Shark now after Wildcard get their win against M80. Baby Shark, good to see you. Congratulations, man. What a win against M80. I mean, Lax was just talking about the prep. Can you tell me, like, going into this game, did you change something against M80 in this matchup? What did you do differently that allowed you guys to just, steamroll them here?
We didn't change anything, to be honest, like in the prep. We already knew, like, what to expect, to be honest. Like, we knew they are like a very good team, regionally, internationally. Every time we play against them, it's like very, very close. But we just knew that we had to like handle their aggression, and that's what we did today. We've been able to get some picks, and it was working for us. So extremely happy about this win. This win was important for us.
Shark, love to see you here. Congratulations on the win. And speaking about happy, how happy are you with the change to Wamai? Because I heard you guys talking about it a little bit as you couldn't wait to ban it out there the second half of those attacks. What is it about this Wamai now that we're seeing so much of it?
Wamai is insane right now. It's probably one of the best defender in the game at the moment. I think like having a C4, the Wamai are like the magnets. You got like some magnet like super quickly. It's just insane. Like this operator is insane. My teammates are just literally spamming it. All the teams are literally spamming it because it's like one of the main like operators in defense for now since the new update. It was yesterday or 2 days before, but yeah, we've had like only one scrim with the new Wamai, and we directly like so that it was like a big operator to play for the next play days.
Well, Baby Shark, congratulations. I mean, the stage was phenomenal. Playoffs look to be even better so far. You got one game to determine if you were going to be the champion. We've talked to your other teammates, talked to Spiker a lot. I want to ask you, what have been the big changes for you guys coming into this stage, and even more so for yourself, that has really created all of this success for everybody?
To be honest, it was we had like kind of like a total change after the SR games. I think Spiker already like previously talked about it. We didn't play good against SR during the stage, and we were like a little bit scared to play. We didn't play the game we're used to play in international events. So we had like a big discussion with the whole team, what we were expecting, what we wanted to change, what we like. I mean, we're just like looking forward to perform and help each other, be good teammates, and that I think that's what we changed. Like being competitive during scrims and try to give our best. And scrims are extremely important for us, and it worked for us today. Like all the work we're putting in scrims, it worked out today. So very, very happy, extremely happy.
And I got one more question. Spiker made it very clear. JJ Blast was the gatekeeper of you guys getting first last stage in kickoff. I mean, how does it feel that you don't have to go against JJ now in a grand final?
It feels good. It feels very good.
Okay, so you feel the same way towards it?
Yeah, it feels extremely good. I mean, we know that like 5 Here is a good team. Yeah. Unfortunately for them, they are not being able to compete in during playoffs. But I'm not gonna lie. During the kickoff grand final, we just didn't play our game. We didn't play like we're extremely tired because of the game against DZ. But that's not an excuse. We just didn't play good. That's it. But now we know what we want to achieve. We want to be. We want to win the NAL. We want to be the first NAL winner for Wildcard, and that's it. Just we're working extremely hard, and we're looking forward to win this NAL stage 1.
Baby Shark, thank you so much for your time. Congrats on the win, and yeah, good luck in the grand final. We'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you so much. Have a good one.
Well, what a win for Wildcard. They close it out against M80 in just 2 maps, taking M80's map pick of Cafe in regulation 7-5. Adrian, look at that, the series MVP to stand out as the newest addition to this team, as the IGL of this team, to put up the numbers that he did. I mean, Kyle, that's impressive stuff.
It is impressive stuff, but I'm going to look on the other side and